first conceived in 1970 when British Leyland needed a replacement for the Land Crab, Austin Morris Wolseley 1800 and 2200, and although that car was quite a steady seller, it wasn't spectacular, but its main problem was its lack of showroom appeal. It was a big car, a very comfortable car, but it was very Spartan inside, so Leyland needed something to broaden its appeal and make it a bit more stylish. So they gave the task to Harris Mann, chief designer, chief stylist at the time, in 1970, and he came up with a wedge shape, the ADO 71. And it came through relatively unscathed from its original concept drawings to the car that was actually manufactured, unlike the Allegro, which was troublesome from the beginning, had loads of problems, it was well documented, but the Princess was one of his few designs that actually came from drawing board to production without any real changes. The car was launched in March 1975 as the Austin Morris Wolseley 1822 series. You could have an Austin and Morris with the 1800 or 2200 engines in basic or HL form, except for the 2200, which came in only in HL form. Or you could have the top of the range Wolseley, which is a 6-cylinder engined car with all the luxury trimmings and fittings, and that would have cost you exactly £3,000 at launch in 1975. They made the Austin Morris Wolseley version until September 1975. The reason they changed its name to the Leyland Princess, not Austin or Morris but Leyland Princess, was because the government had asked for the rider report to look into the problems of British Leyland, and one of the main issues they had was all these competing brands within the group. You know, you had a top of the range Austin Morris Wolseley competing with Triumphs and Rovers, and it's a situation that couldn't last. So they decided to reduce the amount of cars in the range and bring it into line with what else was available from Leyland cars.
And they were sticking those wing badges on everything.
That's right, British Leyland, yeah. So in September 1975 it became the Leyland Princess, and it was reduced from 7 models as it was under the Austin Morris Wolseley cars to just 4 models. So you had the Princess 1800s, 2200s, and that was it. And you didn't have Austin Morris Wolseley, you just had HL or HLS. That was the ones you could have.
And then it went on until, was it 1982?
1982, lots of people were asking why the Princess didn't have a hatchback, but the reason it didn't have one is because Austin Morris didn't want it stealing sales from the Austin Maxi, which is another product that Austin Morris is struggling to sell. Didn't hit anywhere near its sales targets. So they thought it'd take away the main selling point of the Maxi by putting a hatchback on the Princess. But it did cause problems because the Princess should have had the hatchback. Now, the Ambassador came out, went out of production in November 1983, and it was available in the brochures, still on the price list, until April 1984. So if you bought one in April 1984, it would have been at least 6 months old and sat in the field somewhere. But Austin Morris by this time was so struggling to sell Ambassadors, they're offering massive discounts on retail prices to get a shot of them.
But how many, they did produce a lot of them.
They did. Well, Princess, you had 247,000 models were produced, and the Ambassador, they made 43,000 just over. So, and the survival rate now, here in 2018, is less than 200 of Princess and Ambassador models. Obviously, the Ambassadors are the hardest to find because they weren't in production for so long.
How's the club doing?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, getting an increase in members all the time. We've got members as far afield as New Zealand, Australia, mostly in Europe. So we've got a few of them over there, but that's abroad. But most of the members are in the UK, obviously.
And they did produce them in New Zealand and Australia.
They did as knockdown kits. Yeah, they manufactured them. I don't know the exact years that they produced them over there, but they're right-hand drive, slightly different spec to UK cars, but they were called the Austin Princess over there. They weren't called a Leyland car at all.